Obviously, you've been in a lot of big fights in your career, nothing new for you, but headlining a UFC event, is it something special? Does it get you a little bit extra excited, or is it just another day at the office?
At the end of the day, it's another day at the office, but it does have its special notch. I never headlined a UFC event, so it'll be something I remember, But I mean, just if you get to thinking like, man, I'm headlining an event, 5 rounds, I'm in Korea, shit might not go good for you. This might not be the sport for you.
Talk about the call to switch up the opponent, and it got offered to you, knowing that you got to go to 5 rounds, knowing you got a completely different style opponent. Was there any discussion about it, or were you just in no matter what?
I was in no matter what. I had a slight, I thought about it for a second because my weight now is welterweight. Damian Kim is ranked at welterweight higher. That was my only man, do I want to fight Ben? It's a stud at lightweight, but that's at lightweight. He's an ex-world champion, and he's still highly ranked at lightweight. So that was my only thing. Is this gonna not send me back, but is it gonna do what I wanted to do for me at welterweight? And when I thought about it, Ben was a smarter choice. Bigger name, ex-world champion. It's gonna go good for me.
Talk about the change in style of opponent. Obviously, a big difference in body type, big difference in how they approach. How much did you tweak what you do, or was it too late in the game to worry about that?
Too late in the game to worry about that. I mean, it was I think 10 days I got noticed, something like that, and the following week or a couple days later, I was already traveling over here. So it's not like I could just start running 10 miles every day now, and all of a sudden I'm ready for a 5 round. All you could do is if you try to train more, you end up hurting yourself. So I came in shape for a real hard-paced 3-round fight with Damian Kim. I was training to go balls out on him. I didn't want him to go to decision, being in Korea here against a Korean. So I'm ready for 5,
Nice. Obviously, you guys are both former lightweights. Is it somebody that you had broken down before? Had you studied him in the past? Had you thought about facing Vincent Anderson?
Well, actually, we had both signed bout agreements to face each other in April, and then he ended up getting snatched. He fought another dude. So we definitely had a game plan for him already,
Yeah. He's talking about taking the fast route to get a title. He said, man, beating a guy like you will help him get there. Are you thinking about title as well, or is it still too new in this division?
I mean, every fighter, if you ask them, obviously we're thinking about the title, but it's not like I'm going to demand the title shot. What I'm going to demand, though, is the toughest fights out, If God gives me the victory and I'm victorious on Saturday, I want the next biggest fight possible. I want the next guy that nobody wants to fight, that everybody's saying, don't fight that guy because he's going to beat your ass. That's the guy I want to fight, and then whatever happens will happen,
I heard you're a big Korean barbecue fan. Have you been able to sneak in any of that, or are you having to wait?
Actually, I'm real good on weight, so I've dabbled in it. I've tried it, like a little fork bite, nothing crazy, but it's amazing, man. I love it here, man.
You gonna go a little crazy with it after you finish?
Actually, I wish, because the fight, I'm fighting around 11:30 at night. So by the time I get out, most places are closed. I'm going to have to hit the fast food joints, but I might extend my stay here a couple days just to eat,
Nice. Lastly, what are we going to see on Saturday night, man? Are you trying to turn this thing into a brawl, try to draw them in, or what are you expecting to see?
You're going to see fireworks, man. I always, if you see me fight, you notice my career, I try to fight, I want to hurt the dude, I'm going to try to hurt him, From beginning to end, I'm going to try to hurt him. It just depends. Hopefully Ben doesn't come to run and point fight, which, sometimes he'll do enough to win the rounds and stuff. I'm hoping he comes in there to hurt me, and I'm going to return the favor,